Welcome to our exploration of fauna's role in the carbon cycle, nature's carbon guardians. In this video, we delve into the vital importance of the diverse animal life in our ecological reservoir, fauna. Both big and small play a crucial role in maintaining the delicate balance of the carbon cycle. Let's discover how these incredible creatures act as nature's carbon guardians, safeguarding the planet's carbon equilibrium for generations to come.
The species of fauna that I'm going to be discussing is the African elephant, or the scientific term, Loxodonta africana. African elephants are the largest land animals on Earth and are native to various parts of Africa. They belong to the family Elephantidae, which also includes the Asian elephant, or in scientific term, the Elephas maximus. Their role in the carbon cycle is that they are vital seed dispersers. This means that they consume a diverse range of vegetation, including fruits and seeds, as a part of their diet. As they travel long distances in search of food and water, they excrete these undigested seeds in their feces. This process helps in the distribution of seeds across vast distances and facilitates the regeneration and growth of various plant species. By aiding in seed dispersal, elephants contribute to increasing carbon sequestration as more trees and plants grow, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
Wolves as apex predators significantly influence the carbon cycle through their interactions with prey populations and ecosystems. By preying on herbivores like deer and elk, wolves initiate a trophic cascade regulating herbivore numbers and preventing overgrazing of vegetation. This leads to increased vegetation growth as healthier plant communities engage in more photosynthesis, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and converting it into organic carbon compounds. Moreover, the avoidance behavior of herbivores due to the presence of wolves alters grazing patterns, promoting soil health and carbon sequestration in the soil. The decomposition of wolf-killed prey also contributes to the release of carbon back into the ecosystem beyond direct impacts, maintaining a balanced predator-prey system. It sustains biodiversity, supporting various ecological functions vital for the carbon cycle. Thus, wolves play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance, contributing to the overall health and functioning of ecosystems and their involvement in the carbon cycle.
The role of aquatic fauna in the carbon cycle is carbon sequestration. Photosynthesis is a process carried out by some aquatic organisms, including phytoplankton and aquatic plants. They take carbon dioxide from the air and water throughout this process, turning it into organic carbon molecules. The tissues of these organisms are then constructed using these chemicals. In the event that these creatures perish, some of the organic carbon sinks to the sediments of lakes, rivers, or the ocean floor, effectively sequestering carbon and removing it from the carbon cycle. Aquatic life uses respiration to get its energy by destroying organic materials, much as all other living things. They exhale carbon dioxide back into water during respiration, and some of this carbon dioxide may eventually escape into the atmosphere. The exchange of carbon between the aquatic environment and the atmosphere is facilitated by this respiration mechanism. In aquatic ecosystems, aquatic fauna plays a key role in the carbon cycle, influencing the processes of carbon storage, carbon release, and carbon recycling. These interactions are essential for preserving the proper balance of carbon in aquatic ecosystems and have wider ramifications for the regulation of the carbon cycle globally.
Plant-eating fauna, or more commonly known as herbivores, they are capable of drastically influencing the carbon cycle. This is mainly through their diet and actions that become the root cause. Herbivores eat and then digest the plant's sugar molecules for energy. Their only diet, consisting of plants, makes them able to become or consume a significant amount of plant carbon. This then leads to major upshifts in the carbon cycles. With how much they're able to consume, they are able to maintain and regulate the growth of vegetation. This prevents an overgrowth that could lead to bigger issues. Some species of herbivores are even needed by some vegetation. As an example, bees are a herbivore that help plants reproduce. In another instance, grazing by large herbivores increase the storage of soil carbon in the upper layers of soil when there are high levels of nutrients in it. This makes herbivores or plant-eating faunas one of the key components that contribute to the stability and growth of the carbon cycle, with their involvement being having direct or indirect actions such as consumption and grazing.
Carnivorous fauna, like predators, have a considerable impact on the carbon cycle through their predatory behaviors. As top-level predators, they control herbivore populations, indirectly influencing carbon uptake and release by plants through trophic cascades. By limiting herbivore grazing, they protect vegetation, allowing for increased carbon sequestration. Additionally, carcass decomposition from their kills releases carbon back into the ecosystem. Predators also influence nutrient cycling, plant growth patterns, and prey stress responses, further affecting the carbon cycle. Their spatial distribution and migration can have a broader implications in changes in predator populations due to climate change, may lead to cascading effects on carbon storage and ecosystems. Understanding these predator-driven dynamics is crucial for managing carbon cycling in natural environments effectively.
Now, let me explain to you the connection between fauna and plant life in the carbon cycle. First is photosynthesis. Plants play a critical role in the carbon cycle by performing photosynthesis. They can absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and with the help of sunlight, convert it into organic carbon compounds like glucose by releasing oxygen as a byproduct. Second is consumption. Fauna participate in the carbon cycle by consuming plants for their energy needs. Herbivores such as cows and deer eat plant material directly, transferring the carbon compounds stored in the plants into their bodies. Respiration is the third one. Animals engage in respiration, a process that releases carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere as a waste product of metabolism. This exhalation returns carbon to the air in the form of carbon dioxide. Fourth is decomposition. When plants and animals die, decomposers like fungi and bacteria break down into their organic matter. This composition releases carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere, completing the cycle.
Of the organisms inhabiting the world, the most widespread and impactful species would be human beings. The human activities have the capacity to tide over the struggle against climate change and curb the consumption of rich natural resources, with their advancement in technology and medicine, measuring and studying the consequences of human action on the other faunal co-inhabitants and the environment should become more of interest all over the world. All living organisms are made up of carbon, highlighting the importance of the balance represented in the continued function of the carbon cycle. It ensures that carbon matter is transformed and distributed in the different and essential processes that promulgates the existence of life on Earth. Humans have caused widespread carbon emissions, and with its being a major cause of the imbalance in carbon cycle, carbon now accumulated in Earth's atmosphere, increasing the planet's temperature and feeding into different reservoirs at an alarming rate. However, it does not stop there. Deforestation, forest burning, and soil disruption, all for the sake of increasing worldwide agriculture. In another way, human activity disrupts the carbon cycle. Not only adding more carbon than the cycle can handle, human beings are removing the few organisms able to aid in facilitating the carbon cycle from the air and water back into the rocks and minerals, as well as depriving other fauna of their natural habitat. Some hope remains in initiatives human beings have made in providing a solution that provides the disruption of the carbon cycle. The Paris Agreement is one such example that called on different countries to join in a long-term promise to direct their pollutions to reach zero carbon emissions. Of the countries that joined, only Bhutan was able to follow through with this commitment, in not only reducing their carbon footprint, but also finding a way to transform their country and its surrounding environment to function as a natural carbon sink.
By understanding and appreciating the invaluable role of the fauna in the carbon cycle, we hold the key to preserving the delicate harmony of our planet's ecosystem. Let's all take a stand to protect these nature's carbon guardians by making conscious choices in our daily lives, support conservation efforts, promote sustainable practices, and together we can ensure a balanced carbon cycle and a thriving environment for future generations. Join us in becoming stewards of nature and champions for the guardian of carbon. Together, we can make a difference.